My thinking about cheat days is, and I mean, I'm gonna give like, I guess like the textbook answer, but like be sure not to take too many. I just found myself in a situation where, um, a cheat day turns into like a cheat weekend, and then a cheat weekend turns into a cheat week. You really don't want that to happen to you because once again you're going to lose all of your progress, and that's just not what you want to do when you've worked so hard to get to where you are. So that's why I think it's important to eat the foods that you really enjoy on a regular basis so that you don't have to worry about cheat days so much. But I mean, at times, I mean, we all gonna, like basically fall off the wagon, or like do something that's out of our new routine. So I mean, enjoy. I mean, you only get one life. Enjoy yourself, but just remember, like don't forget, like who you are, what you're doing, what your goal is. Get back to it. And I'm gonna tell you like this. Actually, when I was traveling last summer, was really nervous, about going on vacation while I was eating my restricted calories, because I'm going to Florida, like to the beach, and like in Daytona, they have lots of restaurants that I like, especially one vegan restaurant that I really really enjoy. So I was really nervous, and even in Orlando, like before I even get to Daytona, like there's a lot of vegan restaurants in Orlando. So I really wanted to enjoy, my time there. So I had to plan it out. I made sure that I was exercising, which was like I said in the last video. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. That I didn't exercise to lose weight. It wasn't a normal part of my routine. I went for walks because I enjoyed the experience. But so I did make it a part of my routine. Like if I'm gonna overeat today, then I'm gonna walk. So I was gonna measure those extra calories as best I could anyway. And but I was going to walk on those days. But then I set a plan too. Like I said, these days I am not going to cheat. I'm going to stick to my plan, and that's what I did. I did actually very well with it too. So that's what I did to. To kind of balance out my cheat days. I did have some fun. I ate at all the restaurants that I wanted to eat at, and I still, stuck to my plan of like this day I am being strict. Like I am sticking to my calorie count. I may have had an extra, some tea or something like that, but it was 0 calories. So it's important to do the things you enjoy because those are the things that bring you joy. Like if you're doing this, like losing weight or anything, and it's not something that's enjoyable for you, you have to find ways to make it enjoyable for you. So like I said, I eat the things that I like. I eat those foods, but I just have to eat them in moderation. So if I was eating things that I don't like having to eat cold food all the time, like a salad or something like that, then that wouldn't be something that would stick with me for the long haul. And I really do believe that. Like I can't just eat cold food. I don't feel comforted by that. I don't feel satisfied by that. Not saying that I don't ever eat those things, but it's not what I eat the majority of the time. So to really get the full enjoyment for my food, once again, I eat the things that I like, but I just have to eat them in small amounts. But I do like or love, vegetables and fruit. So you can eat a lot of those things and still not have a high calories, especially your vegetables, some of your vegetables. So it's vitally important to do the things or eat the things that you enjoy because it brings you joy. It makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. So happiness is important. I personally don't think I could do a diet break. I hear people talking about that, like they go off for, I don't know if it's for weeks at a time or for months at a time, but no, I know for myself personally, like, no, that wouldn't work for me. I need to be consistent in what I'm doing because, like I've been saying, I fell off the wagon so hard, so many times that, I know the kind of discipline, the kind of structure that I need in my own life right now where I need to restrict these calories. I need to be diligent in paying attention to what I'm eating and how much of it I am eating. And for me, a break, like a break for weeks at a time, I don't think that'd be good for me. And I don't think I would feel good. I don't think I would feel very good. I feel good every day eating, the foods that I eat, and eating just a limited amount of them. I remember, before, when I would overeat and just eat a lot of things that I really enjoy, the food that that my family pretty much ate. I didn't feel good all the time. I started, even as I got older, started to feel sick all the time, aches and pains in my body. I can pretty much say now that I'm free of those things. Like, I'm not aching all the time. Nothing like really hurts on me unless something is wrong, at that time. And then, you remedy that, and then you move on. But feeling sluggish and tired all the time is not a real part of my life now. Like, I feel energy. Like, when I wake up in the mornings, like, I can really get going and get a lot done before 8 a.m. even. So it's important to be consistent in what you're doing, but not to get too far away from it. And pay attention to yourself. Like, make yourself accountable to a friend or a family member if you have to. But a break, nah, for me, no. That's not in the cards for me right now. No. Yes, I had to refocus this week because I felt like I had reached a plateau, and then my weight kind of, to me, seemed like it was going up, when I was paying attention to it. And I had a limit on, where the top weight would be before I would, reduce or more strictly restrict my calories. And I didn't reach that limit, but to me, I was close enough. And like I was just saying a few seconds ago, like, I'm starting not to feel as good. So I was like, okay, I need to bring this back down because clearly something that I'm doing is not right. So I need to make an adjustment. So I know the number of calories where I did feel good. So I just brought it back down today. And I can say that I do notice a difference. Like, I feel more energized. I don't need as much sleep. Just feeling good, as I go throughout my day. Just feeling better as I go throughout my day. And just also being really strict about the intermittent fasting during this week too. Like for a few weeks there, I think it was for a few months, I had started eating breakfast again and lunch and snack and dinner. Still within the calorie range, that I was committed to at that time. But now I cut those calories down last week and got back to the intermittent fasting. And like I said, I do feel a difference. I really do feel a difference. And it actually feels pretty good. I'm excited about it and looking forward to it. And I don't know, I kind of feel like I found my groove with this. So it feels good. No, as I alluded to, the scale does not always show that I am losing weight. And like I just alluded to a few seconds ago, I felt like I said, like I had kind of plateaued within a certain range, like 165 through 168. And then, like I said, it started to go back up. My weight started to go back up at the calories that I was eating at. And I was like, no, I'm starting not to feel as good. Not as, just my mood just wasn't as good. But just I feeling like, like a little bit heavier, just I'm going to say in my spirit, actually. So the scale does not always show that I'm losing weight. But I have to understand that too at this certain times of the month. I'm going to be heavier. I'll be bloated at certain times. So you have to account for all that and give yourself grace for all of that too. Because at first it was a bit discouraging. Like, why am I going, this whole week or 2 weeks and, my weight has gone back up, but I haven't, been, undisciplined in my eating. And then, you got to take everything into consideration. You can't leave anything out. Like, you're a whole person. So everything, impacts you and affects you. And you have to take all those things into consideration. But as soon as that week or 2 weeks has passed, then, the numbers on the scale start dropping like kind of fast. And it's like, whoa, like what's going on here? Like, why are these, numbers going down so fast? But like that's probably the weight that you should have been losing during those other 2 weeks while you were bloated, but you were bloated, so it didn't really show. It didn't really reflect during that time. So no, the scale doesn't always show what what I wanted to show. It doesn't always show lower numbers, but stick to the plan still. Stick to your plan still. Definitely continue drinking your water. Increase your water if you're not drinking enough. But those are the things that I did. Those are the things that kind of got me through. Is being consistent, understanding too that it's a slow grind. It's not a race. It's definitely not a race. This is a marathon. This is a marathon. It's a life change. So be committed. Be committed for life.